Welcome to the Ring View Podcast. My name is Barry Grant Jr. To my, what is that, right?
I mean, to on my screen, I'm to your. I'm looking. I'm on this other side,
Right. To the other side.
guys. We're recording this kind of late. You think we know directions?
Exactly. You think I care
We
about
don't follow directions. Why would we know directions?
Yeah, listen, we come from the old school era of MapQuest. We don't give a damn about that. We just, you had the printouts. Remember?
You had the printout and you had it in front of your face as you're driving.
Right.
Yes. By the way, I'm Josh Tariff. Hi, everybody.
Yes, that's Josh Parrott. Before we start, veering off and talking about MapQuest. What an era that was. You remember when they had the addresses that weren't updated and people would just like drive into the Hudson?
I once drove and my final destination was a wall.
There you go.
It was a brick wall. MapQuest was trying to bring me to the arena in Anaheim, and it led me to a brick wall.
Oh my God, those were treacherous, dangerous days where you had to literally go to the gas station and ask the old guy that had 9 cigarettes in his mouth where to go.
But then the next step above that was then like the Garmin's.
Yeah.
And I distinctly remember, for whatever reason, got a Garmin out here, in California, and I thought it worked great for the most part. There's one street in Santa Monica. It's called Bundy Drive. It's just the name of the street, whatever. For whatever reason, this was the one street that my Garmin would say, like, in a half a mile, take the exit on the right for Bundy Doctor.
At that point, you just throw it out.
I'm like, what?
You're useless.
What is this?
Throw. Yeah. Just frisbee it at that point. Bundy Doctor. Okay.
Yeah.
It's time for you to. It's time for your life to end.
I mean, I was on 1,000 other drives, but for some reason that one was Bundy Doctor.
Oh man.
I remember the first time hearing it and just confused.
Like, what is happening?
I'm like, I didn't have a doctor appointment today. What? I don't have a doctor named Bundy. I'm so confused.
Yeah. But good to see you, my friend.
Hey, it's always good to see you. It's hard for you to see me right now because you're rocking some very dark shades.
Very good, though. I like these shades.
They do have a nice look.
On the All Even podcast until Silent Assassin told me that she likes the clear ones better. So I said, all right, we'll go with the clear ones. Fine. Yeah.
Oh, so you give the bad ones for me. Is what you're saying.
Now, these weren't bad. I wore these glasses for 3 years on my show.
But someone told you to stop, and then you're like, all right, I'll stop for you, but for Josh, I'll still wear
them. And then
I'll
create them. I'll recreate them on another show, of course.
Okay.
So it's not like some cast off. No.
How would I look in those type of shades?
I think you would look good in these because they're square, so they're not going to get lost in your face.
Got it. So viewers, listeners, I'm going to set up a GoFundMe so I can afford those shades.
Is it pretty expensive?
Right. Unless one of you listeners wants to buy them for me.
I mean, I would show off and put my Metas on. You want those? You want me to put my Meta glasses on?
You don't have to show off. I've seen them before. I know how they work.
Well, that's just one pair. I have another one.
You have multiple pairs of Meta sunglasses.
I do. I have the one, the band that you have you can actually see things in front of you.
Are you secretly like in the bloodline and have all this money?
I wish.
Like, where did this come from?
I wish. Some of these things are most of these things are gifts, honestly. I have people that like to.
Well, I need friends like these. Where are these friends that are buying? I don't have a friend buying me Meta glasses.
Oh, so you gotta get better friends.
I got to get richer friends.
Yeah, you gotta get better friends. I have very good friends. I'll tell you that. So let's talk wrestling, huh?
Oh, that's why we're here.
Yeah,
okay.
We are recording on a late Monday night that we were going to drop this on Tuesday morning. So we're going to discuss Raw. We're going to discuss SmackDown that happened and what a big SmackDown it was. There's other stuff. There's a Twitter beef that Josh was telling me about. We're going to discuss that. And then I have my awesome theory. That's not Austin theory.
The awesome, not Austin theory.
Correct.
We should create that. Should be actually a future segment for our show if one of us has something that we want to share, and we need to create a graphic that says the awesome, not Austin theory.
I can make that.
Love it.
I'll make that happen.
We're building stuff here on the Ring View podcast. We have a logo.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, we have a logo that we will eventually start using. Oh, look at that. Oh, so nice.
That's
so nice.
Every time you say that, I'm just going to just randomly pop it on the screen. That's what.
Anytime I bring up the logo. Anytime I bring up the logo.
There you go.
Oh, look at that. Oh, like I mean, it's so pretty. I need those shades to be able to absorb all of its looks.
I am going to make sure I give you this whole setup. You're gonna get the glasses. I'm gonna get you a nice shirt with the Ring View podcast on. It's gonna look good.
I'm gonna get a uniform.
Yes.
For the show.
Yes.
I like it.
So where are we starting?
Well, should we go from some stuff we touched on when we actually did a live watch along first?
That was pretty fun too.
Or should we just go right into what just happened on Monday Night Raw?
Let's briefly go over what went on Friday. So
okay,
we had some stuff go on. Trick Williams made his in-ring debut, got his W. We had some choice words about that, but that's neither here nor there. That wasn't a big thing on the show. 3 stages of hell. That's where I'm going. Like everything else,
that was definitely the big thing.
Yeah, I think that SmackDown was a decent show. It wasn't, over the top spectacular, and it wasn't terrible. It was kind of just,
but for that week, it was much better than Raw.
Oh yeah, it was WrestleMania compared to what Raw. 3 stages of hell. Drew McIntyre, Cody Rhodes. It kind of went exactly the way we thought it would be in regards to those first 2 falls. And then the cage match happens and started to pick up, man. That match was really, really
good. It was very entertaining match.
Yeah, very entertaining. I think that was their best match in the feud, in my opinion.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, they did really, really well. And then, in my opinion, I think you have difference of opinions with this, but for me, I just didn't well, the one thing we did agree on is when Fatu was revealed, we both like, well, why does he have a mask on?
Sure. Yeah, we're like, what? Like, he did not need to be covered up as a surprise person.
Yeah, I mean, like, the thing is like, you kind of missed the chance to get the nuclear pop of having his music play, and Fatu is coming to the ring, and now Drew has this panic look on his face, and Fatu gets himself in the ring, and now he's getting some of Drew, and now Cody's looking like, what the hell are you doing here? And then they get into a beef, and then Drew looks at it and says, oh, here's my chance to get out. So you could have still ended it the same way.
And you could have even, like you could have done it. You could have even suddenly had like the blackout.
Yeah.
And then Fatu like magically appear in the ring.
Right.
Beats the crap out of McIntyre and then starts beating out and then Drew still crawls out.
Right, and then Drew kind of like crawled because he's so beaten up, he just crawls and falls out of the ring.
Yeah.
I mean, like, so there were different ways to be able to execute the same finish. And I just believe that they chose door number Z. That was the worst one in my opinion. So, it's just like, I don't have a problem with Drew winning. I think we all wanted Drew to win.
Yes.
Right? We don't have a problem with Fatu coming back. We love Fatu.
Yes.
But there has to be a better way to be able to execute that. And it just kind of fell flat to me. Opinions, Josh.
Well, and I was in agreement with you, which interestingly enough, when you go on social media and looked at people's reactions,
Yeah.
they were all very different from our opinion. So many people loved the finish, which honestly surprised me. But I was, like been now it's been a few days since it happened, so I've been thinking more about it, and it's just like I love where we are right now
In regards
in regards to where it could go, because obviously the WWE title, while it's being held by Drew McIntyre, kind of feels like it's up in the air as we head to the Royal Rumble and into Mania season, because there's an abundance of people that could be facing McIntyre for the title if he's even the champion by Mania.
Yeah.
Because he could very well still lose it between now and then and have a separate match with, say, Fatu.
Right.
So in regards with that, on having, those three guys, Drew McIntyre, Jacob Fatu, Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns still looms around. Sami Zayn's in the picture. Ilya Dragunov is kind of starting to be in the picture. Damian Priest was talking about being in the picture. On SmackDown, Matt Cardona tried to throw his name in the hat. So all of a sudden, more and more names all circling around the title. And so we know there's going to be a big Elimination Chamber match. They're already kind of setting the stage for that, which is going to be awesome.
Yep.
So with all of that, I'm actually really, really excited for where they're going to go. But when I go back and just watch the end of the match, to just how we were saying, is like there could have been a number of other ways as far as the presentation with still the same type of outcome.
Yeah.
To have made it feel even more impactful, even more of a surprise, because everyone kind of figured Fatu was showing up. So, I mean, it almost would have been, in my mind, in a way, it could have been cooler where if he didn't, and then as soon as the match ended and McIntyre standing on the ramp celebrating, his music suddenly hits, and then he beats the crap out of Drew.
Right.
Yeah, that's where I'm going with it.
Yeah, I agree. I think, the title picture in itself has finally gotten some spice after being completely dead for the last 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So that part I like. Again, we love Jacob Fatu, but it's just, execution at every stage of whatever story you're trying to tell is super important.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just because it's the beginning doesn't necessarily mean it has to fall flat, because you have this big plan for how it's going to, continue on in 2026 or whatever it is. You still need to, draw up some spice and some, people are guessing and some suspense for the actual situation. And that's what we didn't get. It was just like, that's how it felt for me. It's like, okay, I've been waiting for Fatu, and that's what we get. And then the one part, I don't know if you saw it, but you did see it, but we didn't talk about it, is that Cody gets up.
Oh, yes, and he hit him once and he was down.
Knocked him into the cage, and what? So you come back to cost somebody a championship, and now you're out of commission like Anthony Davis get hit one time and you out for the season? Like what?
After the other two just went 40 minutes and 3 stages of hell.
Yeah, it's like, come on now. Like, who wrote this? who wrote this? What producer signed off on that? Because if it's anybody that I love, I'm gonna be like, come on, man. Like that was bad. That was bad. So that's all I'm saying, is that, yes, the outcome is great. What we're gonna get off of this is gonna be fantastic.
Yes.
But it just was not what it should have been. And I think as wrestling fans, sometimes we get a little bit too cynical and miserable. And that's why I know I'm nitpicking.
Yeah. Because in the grand scheme of things, everyone knew as 2025 was wrapping up, with the exception of, the John Cena farewell stuff.
Yeah.
Both shows were kind of running stale.
Yes.
But now SmackDown, as it goes to 3 hours, and now we're introducing some more people: Trick Williams, Jordan Grace, more to come. And now you all of a sudden crown a new champion. And all of a sudden you got like 6 or 7 guys that are legit contenders.
Yeah.
SmackDown just got really exciting to head into the Rumble through Mania season.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Like, could you imagine if Obafemi signs with SmackDown?
I don't like all the rumors that are saying they're going to have him end up on Raw. I really feel SmackDown's a better spot for him.
Yeah, I don't see like because if you get Obafemi,
Because here's the thing: if you put Obafemi on Raw, he immediately has to become champion.
that's what I'm saying.
SmackDown, there's so much more competition. He doesn't have to get it right away.
Yeah. That's my thing. Unless I can see where you put him. Obviously Brock is there. You can be able to give Brock a match. You have
You have
Bronson
Gunther, you have Bronson Reed,
Reed, you have Braun Breaker,
you got Punk.
Punk. Yeah, so I see that. It's just
Mhm.
I just like the fact that SmackDown is now the new home of the youth, and it just makes
Yes.
it's just like that's the way you want to build the brand, by just creating the big stars over there, and because they will have time with the third hour to be able to do so on SmackDown.
Yes.
So we'll see. Hopefully he does end up on SmackDown. If he does end up on Raw, I just hope that they just know how to utilize him. That's
Right.
So yeah, so SmackDown. Excuse me, SmackDown. We now let's go to Raw. Not a bad show.
Honestly, I felt like it was the best Raw in about a month.
Yeah, definitely not a bad show. Not a bad show. I liked the triple threat match.
Best Raw of the year, in fact. Best Raw of 2026 so far.
Easily. Easily. So the triple threat match was good.
The triple threat tag you're referring to?
Yeah,
yes.
Was good.
Very good.
Main event match was
I loved the finish of this main event.
I did too. There was one part that we're going to discuss in regards to the promo, little interview that Gunther had. I can't take the smiling with him. Like they gotta stop. They gotta stop it. Like it's not getting over.
Wait. Are you saying that a heel is doing something that is annoying you?
Yes, but it's like
so I guess it's working.
But it's like go away annoying though. It's not like it's like come on.
But there are definitely a couple other areas we need to touch on Raw besides that.
Oh no. Of course, there's more. But please.
Yeah. For one, all of a sudden, one of my crazy hot take predictions has a chance of coming true next week. As I said in our last show of the year, that Finn Balor will win singles gold in 2026. And next week in his hometown, he has a shot at CM Punk. I mean, he's not going to win, but he has that shot. So all of a sudden, they're throwing Finn into the mix again, which is wonderful. And then on the flip side, apparently Otis and Tozawa just have to ask for a title shot and they get it.
And they get it. Right.
So you and I are kind of like a team here.
We can ask.
I'm gonna text. Jimmy was in the States. He wasn't out there. So I'm gonna text Jimmy and be like, hey, if we can have a title shot.
Yeah, that's it. Just tweet him.
Oh, he already replied. He said no yeet. That's weird. But so Finn comes out, interrupts Punk, gets a title shot. Otis and Tozawa ask Jay for a title shot, and they're going to get a title shot. Maxine is getting her rematch, so they're going to have, I guess, their rubber match next week for the IC title.
Right.
Liv and Roxanne, I'm all for this. Liv and Roxanne against Rhea and Io. That's going to be awesome. And And now we're going to have the legal battle of Adam Pearce versus Braun Breaker in in workplace assault. On one hand, I find this cringy. On the other hand, I find it extremely intriguing.
I am going with the first option of that.
So recap for people if they didn't see what happened in this segment.
All right. We're having the match. You know, good. Listen, it was a good tag team match. Austin Theory, Bronson Reed against what's my guy's name?
Dragon Lee and Penta.
Dragon Lee and Penta. Well, I love Penta's entrance. It's so good.
Oh yeah,
he's so good. And all of a sudden, Braun Breaker just comes out of nowhere and he spears the hell out of Dragon Lee, right? And we knew that this was going to happen because you talked about it, right? Like you talked about him coming back with a vengeance, him being angry. They pretty much kind of like planted the seed all show saying, hey, listen, if he shows up today, you know, Adam Pearce, like if he shows up, tell him to go home. This is not the time. I'm not in the mood, blah, blah, blah. But here's my thing. And I've said this to you before. I think they're trying too hard with Braun Breaker. It's not coming off as just natural. That's the thing with me. It's like it's too forced. I like aggression from wrestlers. I like guys who are badasses. But when I watch something, and this is my reaction, because I'm not going to take off the glasses for all the audio listeners.
Oh.
And I'm watching something.
Oh my God, those eyes. Oh, put them. I mean,
yes.
No.
I take off my glasses, right?
Yep.
And I'm watching the show, and I see this happening, and this is my reaction.
For those of you listening, Barry has just a bleh look on his mouth with no emotional reaction, and he is just slowly blinking, pretty much just acting like he is bored.
Yes. And that's when I'm like, all right, something's off for me. I don't know what it is, but something's off. And
I'll tell you exactly what it is.
Go ahead, please.
They were going to make Braun Breaker the next Batista, but then Seth Rollins got hurt, and they decided to fast forward a year in the Batista development.
But why did they have to do that when you have so many other people to just like?
Because that was just their decision, because they were going to build Braun Breaker to be the man behind Rollins.
Yes.
Be the guy and build him up. He's already a monster, and now he's going to get the tutelage from that, just like Batista to Triple H. And then eventually they were going to come to a head, whichever one they decided to turn face, and then they have their ultimate clash, and boom, Braun Breaker is a set main eventer for X amount of years. Seth gets hurt. Braun, your main eventer now. And it's not a question of the wrestling. It's not a question of the persona. It's not a question of the aggression. Me personally, it's not a question of the mic skills. I know you and I have disagreements on that.
Yeah.
It's just now where it was going to organically build like it did so well with both Batista and Orton back in that Evolution story. Because Seth went down, it was forced. They decided, we're just going to fast forward Braun Breaker 8 months to a year ahead of schedule. And boom, here you go. And we're all just like, wait, what?
Right.
And so that's what the thing has been, because it's nothing with him, because he should be a main eventer by the end of this year into early next year.
Or even mid-year. Like, listen, if they go ahead and strap the rocket to him at SummerSlam, I'm okay with that. Like,
right.
There's nothing wrong with that, but it's like, this is not the time to do this.
But
because it just doesn't come off well.
So with this match, though, there was just one thing that drove me crazy at the end when Adam Pearce came down after Braun Breaker ran and started attacking people. So all of a sudden, Adam Pearce he's telling Braun Breaker, no, you got to stop. And so he turns and he's looking at Braun, no, you got to stop this right now. And meanwhile, behind him, Bronson Reed is squashing one of them. So all of a sudden, he's like, wait, what just happened? I turned back around. Bronson Reed, you can't do this. Stop that. So then behind him, Braun Breaker goes ahead and spears the other guy. It made Adam Pearce look so foolish.
So stupid. Right. He looked like a substitute teacher that was trying to get a class to behave.
Right. And then from there, though, Braun puts his hands on Adam Pearce. And as I've mentioned on the show in the past, I typically watch Monday Night Raw with my friends and their little kids who are 4 and 5 years old.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, the 5-year-old was kind of messing around with stuff. And then I stopped and I'm like, hey, look what Braun Breaker, he's grabbing the boss. He can't do that. And all of a sudden, the kid stops and is like, oh, no, that's really bad. Like, oh, no, you can't do that. So, like, hey, on that effect, it worked. But then that backstage interaction, Braun Breaker is suspended.
Right.
Suspending wrestlers has become my least favorite thing in wrestling. Because they never are suspended.
They never are. They're going to show up either next week or it's just like.
And because of the situation, because all of a sudden Paul Heyman then came up afterwards like, Adam, you put your hands on him first, which is true, which means the board of directors is going to like listen to an appeal and like reverse the suspension, and he's going to be back in 1 to 2 weeks,
or suspend Adam,
or reinstate Braun and maybe then suspend Adam Pearce. Now what they could do is, and I don't know if this would jump into your possible theory that you mentioned earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope it's not, because I don't want to steal your thunder on it.
No.
All right, so this has nothing to do with it.
No.
Okay, good. What they could then do is, somehow in the midst of this, reverse it. Braun Breaker gets reinstated. Adam Pearce gets suspended. I don't care if it's 1 week. Paul Heyman, you are substitute general manager for that episode. And all of a sudden, they win titles. On that Raw, they suddenly win some titles. And then all of a sudden Adam Pearce comes back and now he's dealing with division who have gold of some kind.
Interesting. What will it be?
I mean, well, if they really wanted to add like the crazy WrestleMania questions like we're having on SmackDown, you have Braun Breaker win the title.
So
which he shouldn't.
Inserted in the triple threat match.
If I mean, I don't know if it's as soon as next week, just because it's because they might need to hype that up that Paul Heyman's in charge for a week.
Okay.
But if they wanted to do the shock value, you open the show with this interaction where then Pearce goes and Heyman is there and then he adds it. You can absolutely do that. And then on top of that, you have well, you're not going to get the tag titles because you just put those on the Usos.
Right.
But you bring up Dominic's been hurt. You strip him of the IC title and suddenly Logan Paul is Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah.
Just like something like that. Any one of them, Bronson Reed. Because he's the one that's being forgotten for some reason.
Yeah, Bronson Reed.
So you have the potential of doing something like that. Are they going to get that creative? No.
No.
But
we're over here super creative right now.
Right. But Braun Breaker has been suspended and will be back before the end of the month.
Yeah.
At most, we don't see him on one show.
Right. One or two shows. I would be shocked if they stretch it 2 shows.
I need a wrestler to be listed as being suspended and is gone for 3 months.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I'm sick of the suspensions that never happen.
Like let him
Next week he's going to show up with a ticket. in the front row.
Let him be suspended like until when is Money in the Bank?
Oh, that's not till like June or July.
Oh, okay, well that's too late then. So it's some pay-per-view like that.
Well, I mean, he could even just be. I mean, you could even say suspended until after the Rumble.
Right.
All right, that's 3 to 4 weeks.
Yeah.
It's not. I mean, I want it to be longer, but if you force him to then miss the opportunity of being in the Rumble, then that serves a purpose.
Yeah. Nah, I agree. So that's what it was for me. It was just like, let me see how they're gonna salvage this, and then I won't be so miserable about it. But I am just not. I am not on the Braun Breaker train right now. I'm just not.
Mm-hmm.
I am at the station while the train is coming in. Everybody, come on now. No, I'm waiting for the next one. I am not on the Braun Breaker train right now.
Let's kind of switch gears slightly to something that we are on board with, and that was the finish to the Gunther AJ match.
Very good. Really good.
This was brilliant.
Yeah.
Because you could start really the story of AJ Styles, because we know he's winding down. We know he's wrapping up soon. And he's been constantly getting outsmarted between now tonight Gunther and his feud with Dominic, etc. It could start being, I thought I was slowing down from the physical stature, but mentally they're beating me. And if I can't keep up with them mentally, then I don't know if I can keep doing this.
Then he gets
desperate, career on the line for a rematch with Gunther. Career killer strikes again.
I love the way they did the
hiding the tap. I loved it so much.
Yeah, it was good.
And I love this because Barry, I know you're a sports guy. What do coaches, when they're, in the huddles or in the locker rooms with their team, finish this sentence? You keep playing until
the clock stops or the whistle stops or the whistle blows.
The whistle blows, the buzzer, etc. In wrestling, you keep going until the bell rings.
Absolutely.
He felt the tap before the bell rang, before the ref did anything. Felt the tap. I'm good.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's the simple type of strategy.
Yeah, and it plays into what you were saying, right? Like, this is a well-seasoned veteran that understands that concept, that you do not do anything and celebrate early until you hear the referee hit that bell, and that's it. The ring announcer says something, the bell rings, and that's when you know that it's over.
Yep.
For you to be able to celebrate prematurely like that was a big mistake from a veteran that should have known better.
Right. So then the ring general tricked him, then took advantage of the moment.
Yeah.
And then got the win.
Yeah.
And it was brilliant because now, again, it continues to set up. I mean, I'm more than happy if this is Royal Rumble with the two of them again. So, which could potentially then be AJ wraps up at the Royal Rumble.
That's what I was going to ask you. So, do we might not even get an extended AJ Styles run? Well, he is going to appear in TNA, so we're not going to get a wrap up before that.
Well, TNA is next week, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's
this week,
or is this week?
Mm-hmm. So he's going to appear. Doesn't mean he's wrestling, but he's going to appear.
Gotta wrestle one time though, man.
I would think. I mean, what they should do on that is he goes one-on-one with Leon Slater, the X Division champion, and Leon Slater wins. And so all of a sudden that week, between being outsmarted by Gunther, losing to the young X Division champion, I said 2026. We're in 2026. It might be time to wrap up sooner than later. And when Gunther is getting this white hot heat for tapping out John Cena and ending his career, it's one thing if he ends another career in the fall, like 9-10 months later. But if he ends another career a month later, 6 weeks later, now he's beyond hated because you took two people that the world of wrestling loves. Gone.
And I just thought about how they can be able to really play this out, Josh. So play into AJ Styles's his desperation. Gunther wins the match, right?
Yep.
He doesn't care about facing AJ again. So now,
Oh, sure. No, yeah. He's like, no, I beat you.
yeah. So
We
now
don't need another match.
going to be asking for a match, and Gunther's going to be like, no.
Yeah.
No, I don't need the wrestler. I don't need the wrestler. I beat you already. I don't need the wrestler. I proved to the world that you're a joke. I don't need the wrestler. So this is going to continue on. And this is how you can be able to extend it a bit, not too much, but extend it to the point where this has been going on for a while. And now AJ has to figure out a way to be able to get to Gunther. And then Gunther's like, all right, this is the only way that I would face you in the ring again is if you put your career on the line. And then everybody's gonna be talking to AJ. Oh, you gotta think about this, man. You're a legend. You don't want. And then that's how we get it. That's how.
So this is happening. If not the Rumble, no later than the Chamber.
Yeah. So you think that AJ, he might not even care about finishing at Mania?
I mean, he could, but if this Mania is supposed to be about building the future, you don't want one of the highlights to be people sad about someone retiring. You want to be elevating future guys.
But do you think that this Mania is really about the future?
It's supposed to, I mean, it should be.
When you got Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, CM Punk all on the advertisement.
They're all on the advertisement. Doesn't mean they're wrestling each other.
I can't see how they're not going to be in the mix, though.
I mean, I could see Brock wrestling one of the quote unquote young guys. I mean, it might be Brock and Gunther. At that point, I wouldn't be surprised if we still end up with Roman versus Cody, but without the title.
Garbage.
But you do it without the title, fine. They do their thing. Punk against a younger guy. Is that everyone on the poster? On the men's side?
I think so.
Okay, there you go. Problem solved.
I don't like your vanilla booking. I don't like your vanilla booking, sir, okay?
Sorry, some people like to add sprinkles and whipped cream.
I'm a sprinkles guy, all right? Put some pizzazz in that stuff, right? Yeah.
I need some low-fat vanilla.
Yeah, that's what you get.
Sugar-free vanilla, please.
Just bland, what's that brand?
Dairy-free vanilla ice cream, please.
Vanilla. What is that?
I know it exists. I don't know what brand it is.
Don't give me the lactate vanilla ice cream. I don't want that. Get that out of here, man.
I want the lactate vanilla ice cream in a gluten-free cone.
Yeah, like no. But listen, we'll see what I am excited about this just because there's so many different ways that they can go with it, right?
Yes.
And this is one of the things where it's like, oh, they finally did something that makes sense. This is something that makes sense, and they can really be able to get super creative with it. And I like the way they did it. So well done. How do we feel about Roxanne and Liv going over?
I was cool with it.
Yeah, me too. Same.
And I think it could lead to, I mean, that you could put the titles on them. Like, it certainly would be very valid. I think there should be some miscommunication and they lose, which continues to kind of start
Draw the wedge.
draw the wedge. And at the same time, I am 100% on board with Raquel Rodriguez winning the women's championship. I think they've done a really good job with her these last couple months. And so you build that up for, then you decide, do they turn on Liv? Does Liv turn on them? Because, again, you can go either way with it, for it to eventually lead to Liv winning that title back.
So Liv goes face?
I mean, it's one of two things, because people are starting to cheer for Finn and people are starting to cheer for JD. So when for a long time we kind of thought it'd be Dom and Liv that turned face, it might go the other way around.
Keep them heel.
And keep those two heel. And then the one that will be the question mark is Roxanne.
I think Roxanne would probably go into self-preservation mode at that point and just kind of like disband from the group and just do her own thing, because that's what she should be doing anyway.
Right. And like, depending on whenever that ends, if they were to do a draft this year, then that's perfect for either one of them, Raquel or Roxanne, either one of them to switch a show.
Correct.
By the way, did you notice how Raquel called herself Big Sexy?
Listen, they have put her in the Kevin Nash position. They really have.
But you know why she's in the Kevin Nash position?
Explain.
Because Kevin Nash on his podcast months ago was very critiquing a lot about her work and how she should be working like Diesel worked. And she listened and has done that.
I mean, you think about her, right?
I love her. I think she's fantastic.
How they built her up. I remember the early days of NXT. That's how they built her up, and then they kind of switched her for whatever reason. I'm just like, this doesn't work. Like, she's not this happy-go-lucky face. Like, she is a badass. Look how big she is. Like, you can never make her some happy-go-lucky baby face. It doesn't work, because her look is the complete opposite of that.
Right. And doesn't mean you can make her a baby face, but not, as you said, like the happy-go-lucky.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you what, a match between Raquel and Jade would be interesting.
It would be. You know, you put Raquel, you think about all because the big girls, right? We're talking about that, we're not talking about weight-wise. We're just talking about size. Like, Raquel, she's a big girl, man. And you put her with Jade, you put her with Bianca, like, now
Lash.
Like, now you're having like a super heavyweight division in your women's division that looks believable, right? Like, I am a fan of Roxanne. I'm a fan of Liv, but they're tiny compared to like these other girls that are just monsters, right? And they can wrestle. So it's like, this is, I want to see the division highlight those women, because it for me, it sells better. It just sells better to be able to have Raquel as a dominant champion for a little bit and be able to start headhunting. And that would make sense. That would make sense. Like, I love Stephanie Vaquer, but if she's not right, then get her right so she can be able to chase the title again and get it somewhere down the road. But Raquel getting it, I'll be fine with it. I would actually applaud that.
Yeah. Yeah. And she is ready to be able to have a reign with that.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that tag title match. I'm excited to see Raquel hopefully win the women's title and see what they choose to do with that.
Yeah.
Because then all of a sudden there's more circulation around Judgment Day, which they really haven't had much of anything for a while, but now it's centered around the women.
Right.
So I like the thought of that because it's also interesting because Finn's now stepping up, getting that title shot next week because Dom and JD are both out right now.
Right. Now, here's a question for you.
Yes.
Do we get the real Finn next week?
Next week, yes.
We get
There wasn't enough of pushing to get the demon.
not even the demon. I don't want the demon.
Oh.
I want the real Finn. Leather jacket, Mr. Cool. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he'll have the jacket. He'll have like that mask that he sometimes wore for matches.
Out of here. We don't want it. We don't want that.
He'll probably wear it.
Want the old school leather jacket with the logo on the back. You know what I'm saying? The old school music. Give me that.
He will probably still have his current music, but in his hometown, I could see him do his pose.
Yeah. Because that place is going to go crazy for
him. And again, I know the chances are beyond slim for this, but what if he wins in his hometown?
Could you imagine?
You want to talk about putting shockwaves right before the Rumble.
But then what you do is now the title is hot potato. And do you want that for Mania?
Well, let's be real. Have we had either title be hot potato for the last 4 years?
No.
No, we haven't. So it's not the end of the world if it's hot potato for a little bit. If we had, over these next 3 to 4 months, if we had 2 or 3 champions and then it settles. I'm not against that because we haven't had that in so long.
Good point. You know, we can definitely go back to the
Now for all of a sudden in like 2000 WWE, where in 12 months we have 20 champions.
I was just about
that might be pushing it.
I'm like, listen, man, if you want to go back to the Vince Russo days, we can do that. We can do that. You talked to me about this Twitter beef.
Oh, yes. Let me pull it back up on my phone just so I'm not missing anything.
I do love the tea.
So now again, maybe it was planned, maybe they went on their own and we're doing whatever. But for us fans, it's just downright entertaining. And what I'm talking about is this Twitter argument between new NXT Women's North American Champion Izzy Dame and former champion Blake Monroe.
A kerfuffle.
A kerfuffle. A scuttlebutt, if you will. So I will read these tweets verbatim to you guys if you have not read them. So over the last couple days, NXT, they sent a graphic of Izzy Dame with the North American title, and their tweet reads, "After winning the Women's North American Championship in shocking fashion at New Year's Evil, we will hear from Izzy this Tuesday on NXT." And it's a photo of her with the title. Fine, all good. Except, apparently, the graphics guy used Blake Monroe's hand on the title.
What kind of lazy nonsense is that? What's happening?
So with that NXT photo, Izzy herself then tweeted about it to Blake and Thea Hale. Y'all see the caption? All right, so stop posting old ass pics of my title. It's giving obsessed X. Blake Monroe, now mind you, the other heel in this, they're both heels.
Right.
Then commented about the hand and said, that isn't even your hand holding the title in the photo. Focus on your GoFundMe for side plates. Because also in the image, the side plates are blacked out. So I don't know why they couldn't get a photo of her with the title before they posted this.
This is just lazy.
Izzy then replied to Blake's response and said, I'll focus on my GoFundMe and you focus on practicing kicking out at 2.
Ooh.
This was a big topic we talked about a couple weeks ago.
Oh, yeah. And they admitted their mistake.
Correct. Blake then responded, Big Dame giving out pinning advice, and was showing this video clip over and over for you watching. It's of Izzy hitting their finisher on, I believe it was Ren Sinclair in that match. But like falling over before the ref counted 3. And there has not been any other responses from either since then. That was a day or so ago. Why, Barry? Why?
I know exactly what happened. They got called into the office. That's what happened. They got called into the office. All right, enough.
Well, there's going to be some type of backstage like promo of some kind with the two of them.
They're going to play into it, but
they'll play into it.
Called into the office, like, all right, settle down.
But
y'all going a little too crazy.
Now, there are so many bad things and annoying things about social media.
Right.
That's the stuff I love about social media right there.
Yes, the T.
That's just fun like for us. I mean, this would be like you and I our age. That's fun yo mama talk right there.
Yeah.
That's what that was.
100%. That's some nice trash talk, jaw jacking. Nobody's backing down until the principal comes and says enough. Enough. You know what I mean? So
meanwhile, Thea Hale, no responses in any of that conversation.
Right. Very, very interesting.
So
I want to see how they're gonna clean this up, man. But they have to lean into it. They gotta play into it. They gotta lean into it because that's everybody saw it, so it just makes sense to just kind of just further it along. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just really make it a personal feud, and that's all right.
Yeah, and if that results in you guys turning one of them, make it work.
Yeah, make it work. Exactly. That's the way it is. Sometimes you get gold by not booking anything, and things just happen organically, and you just gotta run with it.
I mean, if Barry and I decided to start doing a Twitter beef and go back and forth, I don't know. All of a sudden, we might have the #1 wrestling podcast in the world.
Right.
Should we start a Twitter beef?
Maybe I should just troll you out of nowhere.
Well, I mean, there's nothing to troll me about because I'm perfect in every way.
Roots for the Orlando Magic. Only weirdos do that.
Was I just called a weirdo from a Jets fan?
What does that mean?
Exactly. Jets fans don't understand questions.
We understand pain, all right? And if anybody understands pain and suffering, it's Jets fans. We're real fans over here, okay? Real fans over here. We had lied to, gaslit. We are the people that are the survivors when the apocalypse comes. Because
you're so into that stuff. Like you're into getting gaslit and beaten. Like you're one of those sadomasochists. Jets fans are.
Okay.
Hey, we got a Twitter beef right there. We just started it.
There you go.
We're set.
There you go. So
you're welcome, America.
I'll start needling you about your fandom. That's what I'll do.
Play the song, man. Stuff the Magic Dragon.
Do you want to
show some love to Stuff the Magic Dragon?
What is the story behind that?
It's Stuff the Magic Dragon. That's all you need to know.
It doesn't make sense.
It's play on words from Puff the Magic Dragon.
I understand, but why is he the mascot?
Because he's adorable. God. And he hits over the head half court shots on the regular. Put some respect on Stuff's name.
There was only one Orlando Magic player I liked in your history, and that was Anthony Hardaway. That was it.
Spell it. And don't spell it Penny.
Penny, yeah, exactly.
Okay, you have a theory, not Austin.
I do
that you've been teasing me with.
That is not Austin theory.
And I feel like we're saving the end of the show for this where I'm either going to say you're brilliant or I'm going to laugh hysterically at this.
Yes.
There's no in between.
No in between. It's either going to be completely off the rails or you're going to be like, you know what? All
right.
Makes sense.
So do I find out a little bit as far as like what the category is or the person before you reveal everything about it, or are you just going to go all out?
Oh, it's your guy. It's your guy that you've been nagging
my boy Sami Zayn
for months.
Okay.
I believe Sami Zayn is going to beat Drew McIntyre at the Royal Rumble.
So he's going to win this mini tournament, get the title shot, and end Drew McIntyre's reign in like about 3 weeks.
Yes. So that whole hot potato for the world title, get it on SmackDown.
Got it. Okay. So if there was a time for it, if Sami were to, I'm in agreement with you on that. Now, you tell me why you think so, and I'm going to tell you why as well, because they may or may not be the same reason.
Oh, it's because where it's held.
That's exactly why. It's in Saudi.
Yep. I don't think it's lost since they've been going to Saudi. I don't believe so.
I feel like he's probably lost there at some point. But again, if they're really trying to hype up that crowd to be thrilled because Mania's there the following year, you have your guy win the title.
Yep.
Now, I'll be honest, selfishly, I do not want Sami Zayn to win this mini tournament because I've been saying since the start of this podcast that Sami Zayn was going to win the Royal Rumble.
Right.
Well, if he wins the tournament, he won't even be in the Rumble.
Right.
So then I don't look bad because I'm not wrong, but it's annoying that I've been saying it and then he's not even in the damn thing.
Right.
That said, I would obviously be thrilled if he won the title. I can honestly see, and obviously with these matches coming on SmackDown, we'll get a clearer picture heading into then the 4-way into this. I can see the 4-way happening. And do you remember years ago, there was a 4-way match of, it was like Cena, Shawn Michaels, I think Edge and Triple H, I think was the 4-way, where everyone got knocked out at the end, like hitting their finishers, and Michaels hit sweet chin music on Cena, who then fell on top of Edge to win the match.
Yeah.
I really think something like this is going to happen in that 4-way, where it's something along the lines of Randy Orton hits an RKO on somebody. As he gets to his feet, haluva kick.
Right.
Orton falls on the other guy while Sami is stuck on the rope from his kick, and Orton wins to get the match with Drew.
Wow.
Which then, again, continues the story of Sami being so close because that was his win to then lead into the Rumble. But again, yours makes far more logical sense because, again, it's in Saudi. So it makes sense for him to win the mini tournament and have that match, and I'd be all for it. You have Randy win that mini tournament because of something along those lines where Sami was just that close again. Now people are even hungrier for Sami to get the shot.
But I like it.
And then, because again, which would be a bigger response for the Saudi crowd? Sami winning the title or Sami winning the Rumble?
I think they were equal.
They're right there. So you give him either one, they're thrilled.
Yeah. I think
the winning the Rumble, then he's ending the show.
I think you win the championship. There's no bigger pinnacle than winning the title. So I think that place is going to go absolutely batshit when he wins the championship.
But if he does that, remember, that's not going to close the show.
Right.
So then it's going to die down a little bit. Like, that match could very well be the opener of the Royal Rumble.
Very true.
Because the Rumble, you're probably going to have WWE title match, Women's Rumble, World Heavyweight title match, Royal Rumble. Maybe one other match in there. Maybe a tag title match. Maybe that's where Otis and Tozawa get their shot.
Unbelievable.
Even though they have not won a match on Raw in like 2 years. No, I love the theory, not Austin. And
but it's not done yet.
Oh,
That was
well,
only,
my apologies.
that was only a piece of it.
Well, allow me to sit back for the main course.
Yeah.
If Sami Zayn winning the title is not the main course of this theory, not named Austin.
Because again, I said it was a round robin type of situation, that hot potato championship.
Okay.
Sami wins it at Rumble. Roman wins the Rumble. Cody gets the title back at Chamber. We get Roman and Cody at WrestleMania for the title again.
Barry, do you understand how angry the world will be
Listen.
if that series of events that is very logical and expected?
Josh, if this shit happens, I'm gonna lose it.
Let me tell you this. If that happens,
Oh man.
you will fly to Vegas and buy good seats the day of Mania because they will be available.
I might have to. Because that would be absolute madness if they did that.
But to your point, it 100% can make sense. You can have the WWE title on the line in the Chamber.
Yeah.
You can absolutely have Roman make his return and win in the Rumble.
Yep.
You can absolutely do this.
Yep. You have
And everyone would be so mad, except the people in the TKO office.
Absolutely. People in the TK office and the people in Vegas, because they're getting the big marquee matchup that they want.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody cares. I'm telling you, this because you're gonna get the big star-studded elimination chamber match. Cody, Fatu, you have Drew,
You'll have Sammy in there.
You might put Trick in there for the young pop, right? Like, this would be the perfect time to pull some bullshit, and I can see it happening. I really can.
No, it makes perfect sense, and it could absolutely happen. And so many people will be so mad if that happens.
Like, if they want people to start hating Roman Reigns again, they will let this happen.
No, and this is the thing with today's audience. I don't think they will hate Roman Reigns, and I don't think they will hate Cody Rhodes. They will only hate Triple H. Because again, there are fans that love Cody, and we know there are fans that love Roman.
Right.
I don't think they'll have any issue with them individually because they know, based on the way it's all presented, Unreal Season 2 premieres next week.
There you go.
They will now, because of those type of things, they are only mad at Triple H.
Yeah.
And they don't have, aside from people who were mad at Gunther for making Cena tap out, until that documentary comes out, whenever that does, people will not have long-term anger at wrestlers.
No.
They're only going to have it at Triple H.
Oh, 100%. He will get the nuclear boot treatment everywhere he goes. Like,
yeah.
He's already getting it now, but
Right.
It would be even worse. Man, I would laugh so much because it would be complete nonsense for them to go this way, but I can see them doing it because...
And that would close the show. That would be the Sunday main event.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
That, honestly, it will have the equivalent of the Roman Triple H Mania main event that no one wanted to watch.
Yeah. Yep.
And again, and I know Cody Roman, they're going to put on an incredible match.
It's gonna be good.
It's going to be great.
It's not.
But no one's going to want to watch it.
Nobody's gonna watch it. Nobody's gonna want to watch
And
it.
and it ain't going to top that second one. It ain't going to finish the story.
So that is my crazy, amazing, awesome theory.
Not named Austin.
Not named Austin, and hopefully it does.
That has to be the name of this segment. It's like my theory, not named Austin.
Yeah. So, but hey, the one thing that I'd like to put out there before we leave, man, I'm good about calling that Hobbs thing, didn't I? That Powerhouse Hobbs.
I don't get it. I don't get credit for the David Finlay.
Yeah. That was pretty good too. Listen, I think they need to realize that we know a lot more than they think we do.
I mean, here's the thing. We, in our last show of 2025, and go back and listen or watch it if you haven't.
Yeah.
Barry and I made, we call them very bold, outlandish hot takes of things that could happen in 2026. We are, at the time of recording this, we are 12 days into 2026. And there have been reports of almost a third of our predictions are already like in motion.
Right. And mind you, there's
David Finlay, Powerhouse Hobbs,
right.
Finn Balor singles title,
Uh-huh.
Sami Zayn champion.
Uh-huh.
I feel like we're missing we're missing like one or two that are already also like in motion.
The Julia one looks like it's gonna be in motion. So
the Julia request and release.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, things are
happening.
Things are happening. Like we might need to do another one by June.
Facts. Things be happening. That's what we're gonna name it. Things be happening because it's just like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. The first time I looked at Powerhouse, I was like, yep, that's a WWE guy. And the David Finlay thing, I was just like, okay. Once you showed me that, I was just like, you son of a you're good. You're good.
Well, I'll tell you this. I immediately fell in love with Powerhouse Hobbs and will support him in whatever wrestling promotion he's in.
Yeah.
When he protected Matt Sydal. Do you remember this?
I don't. Tell me about it.
So AEW, pandemic time, one of their like casino battle royals, Matt Sydal was like the mystery guy to make his debut, and he slipped and fell off the rope in his big entrance. And the first guy around there was Hobbs hovering on top of him and protected him and keeping him safe in that chaotic moment.
Yeah.
And Hobbs won that spot in the Battle Royal. He wasn't even a regular on TV yet.
Right.
He was a jobber on Dark. And like won the right for someone to be in the Battle Royal and had the wherewithal of like what a 10, 15 year vet would do in a situation that Matt Sydal inadvertently fell into, literally.
Mm-hmm.
From that moment, I was just like, I love Powerhouse Hobbs.
Yeah.
I don't care if he's a heel or a face, wherever he is on the card, whatever promotion he's in, I am supporting that man for what I saw him do in such an inexperienced state as far as in that type of spotlight with such a veteran mindset.
You can tell that he cares for people. Like,
yes.
Like he was like, nah, I gotta make sure make sure he's good. So yeah, I'm a big Powerhouse Hobbs guy. I just think that he has so much potential to be really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really good. Not just,
I mean, that look he does with his mouth. It like that alone is money.
Yeah. Yeah. Not he has personality, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
Putting a guy like that with big cameras and he can be able to shine. And
mm-hmm.
I would love to see him blossom in NXT and then get his chance to be able to move up. So I'm excited for it. I'm excited for David Finley. I'm excited to see what happens with it. If that happens, man, I'm just gonna be like, listen, they might as well just pay us. Just pay us, and put us on one of those WWE pro.
Add us to the list of the weekly podcasts.
Just add us there. Take out the Undertaker's podcast and put us there.
See, I would vote to take out Logan Paul's, but
oh man. Well, listen, this was a good episode. Pretty short. We, not a lot to talk about, but you always can find things to discuss because that's what wrestling is that you can be able to take so many different matches and storylines and be able to run with it, see where it goes, see how far you can be able to stretch it out to see how far it goes to the point where it doesn't make sense or it continues to make sense. And then you can be able to have the big ending, right? So there's a lot of different things that we're going to get, man. The SmackDown title picture has opened up, and finally SmackDown looks interesting again, just because you don't know what the hell is going on. And that's pretty good. I'm curious to see how Cody reacts to everything. Like, we know that 5-2 is going to be the guy that they're pushing.
Yep. And real quick, as we wrap up, just pick like one or the other.
Yeah.
The 4 matches for SmackDown to then qualify for the people in the 4-way for the title. So we already know Sammy versus Ilya. We obviously are both in agreement that Sammy's winning that one based on the prediction. So Sammy's beating Ilya Dragunov.
Yep.
Miz, Randy Orton. Who you got?
Orton,
I agree. Trick Williams, Matt Cardona. Who you got?
This is the hard one. Losing to Trick is not going to hurt Cardona. And Cardona beating Trick is not going to hurt Trick.
Mm-hmm.
But what's the wild card here? Trick. I have Trick going over.
I have Cardona.
Okay.
But I agree. This one to me, it makes perfect sense either way.
Yeah.
I'm totally fine either way. And then the last one, Priest against Solo.
Solo.
I'm going Priest. Yeah, Priest. Oh, I thought you were kidding.
I was kidding.
Yeah. So both of us have Priest, Orton, and Sammy, and then we just differ. You have Trick, I have Cardona, but we both agree if it's the other way around, we're perfectly fine with that.
Both guys are the wild card in that particular matchup.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. We are out of here. Like, share, and comment. Let us know what you think about what we are talking about here. For our audio listeners, send an email. Let us know if we're crazy or not.
Write us a letter.
Yeah.
Send us a message in a bottle.
Yeah, exactly. Like, old school letters are fine. I'm somebody who likes to write letters. I am a miserable old man. If I don't like something, I'm not gonna leave a review. I'm gonna write a letter.
Someone send Barry a singing telegram.
Yes. They still have those?
I honestly think they do. I think you can still.
Like somebody shows up to your house and reads?
Well, like someone, like you ask them to go somewhere and for like X amount of dollars, they will sing whatever you provided them.
Interesting.
And if it is gone, we should bring it back.
Listen, what I request is that you just pay for a cameo or Ric Flair doing something for me. That would make me.
No. You pay for a cameo from me because I am on Cameo. And I am much cheaper than Ric Flair.
You're not Ric Flair. Okay, you're not going to come in inebriated and insult me. I don't want you.
If they request me to down a lot of whiskey prior to recording, $20, $20.
I'll think about it, man. I'll think about it. Ric Flair might be a little bit pricey. So you can have Josh.
Yeah.
An alternative.
Hey. You can have me on Cameo, settle a debate, send a shout out. If you want me to cut some type of promo as Christian Rosenberg, I can do that as well. If you're going to be in Vegas Mania, my Mania bookings are starting to fill up.
Love that.
So more info to come on that, on where you could see me Mania week. Maybe you'll be at Allegiant Stadium.
Yeah, possibly.
The Saturday and Sunday of Mania weekend for me are currently open. I'm just saying. I am contemplating going to Mania. I am. Oh boy.
contemplate.
Oh boy. Get that $50,000
They may
ticket package.
They may get me, especially if Roman wins the Rumble. Might have to go. Might have to go. That's all I'm saying. But we are out of here. Until next week, we'll see you.